Super 8 film is not dead. It is alive and well. I'm going to tell you guys about my love affair with Super 8 film. So, my love affair was Super 8. My dad, I was born in the late 70s, 1978. And my dad was filming Super 8 with our family. Geez, I think the earliest stuff I've seen was from 1972, when my brother was born. And so that is the oldest footage I have seen that my dad has filmed. Super 8 is a very kind of film. It's 8 millimeters. Before Super 8 was 8 millimeter. Then became Super 8, has perforation on one side, and the rest of it is a frame. It's a 4:3 frame aspect ratio. And it was basically before VHS tapes. Everything then was still being done on film. So news was being shot on film. TV shows were being shot on film. Everything was being shot on film. So Super 8 was kind of the consumer film side of film. So you would buy your 8 millimeter film. You would get your 8 millimeter film developed like you would when you're buying just film for taking photos. If you're same age as me, you remember people taking photos, not just digital photos, and getting that developed and getting a negative or getting a film print. This is a projector. So you would use a projector to watch your home movies with, basically. So my dad had all this Super 8, and I grew up, I don't remember actually being filmed in Super 8 because I was pretty young when those things were happening, but I remember my parents showing me Super 8. I remember my dad, used to use my parents' walk-in closet, and he would set up a projector, and he would set up a screen, and he would play these movies for us, and it was awesome. And so when I started getting into filming and thinking about having a career, maybe doing video work and filming things and capturing action sports stuff, it was about 1999, 1998, 1999. And for Christmas in year 2000, my dad gave me this Super 8 camera. This is what I shot a lot of kind of cool stuff with. I shot some weddings for my brother. I shot a bunch of BMX stuff with this, and it was awesome. Like this was kind of like a cool thing for me at that time. Say 2000, 2001, even 2002. You used to be able to buy some of the film stock from Kodak, and then it included the development. So you would ship it off, and it would come back developed. And what I would do at that time, when I would get my film back, is that I would use a projector, and I would project it against a screen, and I would use my VX1000. I would set it up, and I would capture it off the screen. And that's how I was using the Super 8 video, or Super 8 film, in my video projects. And I thought it was amazing. And it was cool. It was a very good look. At the time, it was very hard to get a look like that. And actually, I captured a lot of organic kind of film flares and film flashes and leaders and stuff that you will see being used still all the time in videos, especially in action sports videos where you're using these film flashes to kind of transfer from one scene to another. This would happen organically when you're shooting Super 8 or 16 millimeter, and I would capture this stuff and I would use it over and over again. I had it kind of set as kind of overlays the way you would buy stock stuff now. And so for years I had my own Super 8 film, and I would shoot it. It was still expensive at the time. It was probably, for the film I could buy from Kodak and get developed, it was still around $35. I was still kind of using it sparingly on different things. I would bring the camera with me. I was traveling. I was working on a cruise line for a while doing video production on there, and I would bring my camera with me, and I would shoot little things when I was out. When I first met my wife, I had my Super 8 camera. I shot stuff with her in her home in South Africa, and that stuff is amazing for me to have. I look at that stuff, and it's just like, I can't believe I'm so thankful that I captured that, and especially on Super 8 for the way it looks. When my first daughter was born, I actually Didn't shoot the birth itself, but I shot right after she was born, her being weighed, and I gave the camera to my dad. He shot some stuff of me and my wife with my daughter. We did that for her birth. And then we shot some stuff when she was older, about 2 years old, and a little bit of stuff when my second daughter was born. But that was probably some of the last Super 8 at that time I was shooting, because I just found it was getting a little bit too expensive, and I just kind of stopped shooting it. So for years and years, I stopped shooting Super 8. And then COVID-19 happened. And a lot of jobs started drying up. And like a lot of video professionals, I saw a thing to start looking at some archived footage, looking through what I had. I was started going through mini DV tapes. And I started thinking, geez, I got all this film that my dad has shot and I have shot. But more importantly, the stuff that my dad has shot that has never been transferred properly. So I had my film transferred a few times years ago to HD, some of the film. And I knew of somebody in Toronto. We had chatted a couple times online before. We were friends on Facebook. But I knew he did high-end, very high-end film scanned transfers. Justin at Film Discreet. So I reached out to him. I wanted to see about getting a quote on getting our film transferred. And sent it off to him. I was blown away. Like, the results are so good. It was transferred to 4K. And I could not believe how well film from 1982, how well the colors looked, how well it looked, how well it blew up to 4K. I got a bunch of Super 8 film, or not a bunch, a few rolls of Super 8 film that I got from Justin. Got to load it up. I've been shooting a bit of stuff. I'm going to be shooting some more stuff with that and getting more Super 8 transferred. Just doing little snippets of things. Just kind of using it as to capture some different moments when things are happening. Kind of the same way I use my 35mm film. I usually just kind of have it with me, and I can just grab snapshots of things when I see them, when I think I want to capture them on film. I'm going to be doing the same thing with kind of memories and different things. You know, being very cautious the way I roll on it, but just still making sure I'm still capturing stuff on Super 8. I also do want to incorporate this into some kind of projects, whether those be personal projects or paid projects. The transfer and the look of it is so cool. You know, you can get Super 8 overlays, you can get Super 8 filters, you can get things, but nothing is going to come close to the same as having real film. Like, you can get things close, but just working with film and just that, I think the real thing with film is just like, it makes you be way more cautious and conscious about what you're shooting and why you're shooting it. So thanks so much, guys. Let me know what you thought about this. Are you guys shooting Super 8? Do you guys shoot other film? Do you guys shoot 16mm? What are your thoughts on that? Is it something, do you think it's just way too out of your realm? Is it too expensive? Love to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments below. Talk to you soon.